responsibilities of the day. So I'm gonna keep playing 999 because I think I'm pretty close to at least the first ending. I don't know how different the branches are, but I know there are other branches as shown by this beautiful flowchart. There's many branches, in fact. There's at least 5. And I am on a branch that leads to 2 endings. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. So I have not done any investigating in this room. I just got here last time. So let's get going. It's a wooden box. Maybe a case for letters? Hey Clover, you ever write letters? Nothing. The shelves are lined with books. Let's see what's in this blue one. There's something written on it. Ship's log. Huh. Ship's log, huh? New material's been added to the file screen. File screen is right. Ship's log found in the chart room. The following is written on the last page. We leave soon for a new journey across the sea. After leaving port, we headed south and west. We turned southwest to steer around the continent, then proceeded northwest. I'm gonna have to fucking remember this. We made port, then changed our heading to east for a time, and then now we are heading due north. Soon we will dock in the United Kingdom, the homeland of this vessel. 30 pics for your digital photography class? Dang, dude, that's a lot of pictures. Pocket watch. She sure hasn't been saying much. She just keeps looking at the floor. She seems kind of sad. I wonder why, Junpei. Wonder why. The voice he hadn't expected startled Junpei from the examination of the pocket watch.
Pocket watch? Might I take a look at it?
He spun around to find Ace standing in the doorway. Junpei shrugged and handed him the pocket watch.
Hey, man. What are you doing over in this room?
Oh, I just thought I'd come check up on the two of you. Is there a problem?
Well, not a problem, but...
Junpei looked desperately around the room, anywhere but at Ace, trying to find a convincing reason to dismiss him. Ace opened his mouth, then took another look at Junpei and shut it again. A small smirk appeared in his face.
I see. Of course.
He looked Junpei over, then glanced at Clover.
I apologize for the intrusion.
No, wait.
Well, best of luck.
Ace gave Junpei a knowing pat on the shoulder and left.
Ow.
Yo, mistaken. Thanks for the auto host, dude. For no reason he could fathom, Junpei's head began to hurt.
What the hell? My head.
A sharp pain in his head. How much time passed? He wasn't sure, but he did notice when Ace strode through the door. His smile was more of a smirk, and he had the air of a man who knew more than his opponent.
Yes. There was something I wanted to check, if you don't mind.
Yeah? What's that?
Pardon me.
With no warning, Ace slipped his hand into the pocket of Junpei's
Hey,
vest.
what the hell are you doing? What are you putting your hand in my pocket for? Stop!
He reached for Ace's arm, but it was already too late. In the older man's hand were the pieces of paper Junpei had balled up and hidden in his pocket.
Just as I thought.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
You switched them, didn't you, when we voted? Well, I can't say that I care. I managed to get through the numbered door I wanted, despite your mischief.
Then why did you...
Oh, simple curiosity. I hope you won't think ill of me for it.
Ace smiled, gave Junpei a friendly pat on the shoulder, then turned on his heel and left. A small defeat, but it was a defeat. Junpei had lost the upper hand, and he knew it. He could feel his stomach begin to tense.
Damn.
Yeah, the fact that somebody knows what's going on with somebody knows that I'm a sneaky motherfucker. That's not good. Chair. Clover isn't very talkative. She looks kind of out of it. Is she thinking about sneak? Okay, so yeah, this is what I need the file screen for. This is what I need this for. Headed south and west. South and west. Southwest, northwest. Made port. Okay, wait. Do this one at a time. I already forget. So southwest. Okay. So where are we starting? Map looks weird. What is it? Map of the world, but the Atlantic Ocean in the middle. Probably looks weird because you're not used to seeing it that... What do you mean? Not used to seeing it that... Is this weird? Yeah, I'm trying to examine what's on it, dude. Oh, I guess, yeah, this is a... I guess this is in Japan. I guess that might be weird. Their maps might be different. With your McDonald's tier internet, dude. I guess it's just not going to let me examine what's on it. Whatever. Delight. Well, I guess she doesn't really like talking. Feel like talking. She's not really paying attention to anything, is she? Her mind must be somewhere else. The shelves are lined with books. Looks like they all have something to do with sailing. None of these look very useful. Light looks kind of like a wilted flower. Oh. I think this is a nautical chart? There's this line on it here. I think the line is the route the ship is supposed to take. There are these dots all over the map. Oh, those are probably ports, like for a boat to stop at. It looks like the lines connect the dots. Chair. A chair. Clover isn't talking much. I guess it's understandable. I mean, she's been through a lot. Really, it's more surprising that she's still together enough to talk at all. The dead is bolted to the wall here. Compass. Long-ass trip, yeah. Though we did figure out last time that, or we think that the ship that we're on is like the Titanic's sister ship. So I guess it would kind of make sense that a boat that's supposed to be similar to the Titanic would have a really long voyage. Appears to be broken, however. You see, the glass cover has been smashed to pieces. The helm. Well, steering wheel might be a more appropriate term. This isn't good. So many drawers, but nothing inside of them. Desk. Anything in the drawers? Nope. Examine the compass. No. There's another room on the other side of the window. Metal plate bolted over the window. Yes, I suppose you could call it a helm. Steering wheel might be more accurate, however. Compass behind the helm. Oh? An engine order telegraph. No, I streamed last night. What's up, Rhythm Bastard? Engine order telegraph. They use this on old ships to adjust the speed of the ship. Like the gear shift in a car? Lock in the endings? No. I'm hoping to do that tonight. Or at least one of them. Well, it's a little different. This device doesn't connect directly to the engine. In short, it's a transmitter. The navigation officer uses it to set the speed of the ship, and it sends a signal to the engine. There's a handle on top of it, which can be moved back and forth to... Hold on. Huh? There's no handle. You're right. There isn't. Looks as though it was deliberately removed. Handle's been taken off. We can find a replacement handle. I could probably get it to move. Wooden board with a circular hole in it. Looks familiar. I saw something over that's the same shape as this hole. I know it. Was it some sort of lock? It's got a weird shaped indentation on it. The shape. Maybe it does look like the pocket watch would fit here. Nothing. I imagine the pocket watch is intended to go in there. However, we may need to do something with the watch first. Looks like this is the only exit. Oh, we're just here. Shit. Roadmap with the Atlantic Ocean said there are red pins in several locations. What do these red pins mean? Well, the nautical charts I picked up earlier would have a map like this one. Maybe one of them matches up to the pins or something. Let's see. Well, what do you know? Looks like this one's a match to the pins. Okay, so we've got 7 locations connected by straight lines, and each one has a word next to it. That's probably the speed. New material has been added to the file screen, of course. Shows directions of south, west, southwest, northwest, east, north, and straight. There's a word next to each point on the map. Full, half, slow, full, half, dead, stop. That's what it says. Okay. Can I do anything else with this map? No. There's gotta be something else I haven't investigated. I think it probably has something to do with the winding of the watch. Doesn't appear to be working. Hands are started 5 minutes 39 seconds past 10 o'clock. Turning the knob does nothing. Yeah, it's probably broken. Looks as though you can move the hands, however. Yeah. Compass. And what does Destiny point it to us? Really hope you don't think that sounded cool. Or Ace. I think it sounded cool. Don't worry what Junpei says. He's a nerd. Dumb nerd. Ah, human hammer. They're often used to subdue large men, like 7. What? That was a joke, of course. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Ace, you really kind of suck at making jokes. That was rather cruel. Yeah, Junpei, what the fuck, man? It was uncalled for. What would be the point of moving it? The ship is stopped. What would be the use of steering it? Yeah, I know, still. My guess was that I'd be able to rip something off of it. Steering wheel. Let's see if... Whoa. Looks like the steering wheel moves. So it would seem. I noticed something else as well. What's that? Well, when you move this wheel, the compass also moves. What do you mean? The ship. It's moving. Ha! Tricked you, didn't I? The wheel and the compass must be connected to one another somehow. Do you think that's important? Well, let's try turning it again. Fuck, I don't remember... Southwest, southwest, northwest. Can I go into my file when I'm doing this? No. Yeah, I know. Yes, I have. I know. Expect me to remember all these directions? Shit. Southwest, southwest, northwest. Southwest, south, north, east, north straight. Southwest, southwest, northwest, east, north. What is straight? That's not a direction. Southwest, southwest, northwest, east, north. Straight. Fuck this. I'm writing it down. I'm never gonna remember this, and I'm never gonna be able to keep track of that in a million years. South, west, southwest, northwest, east. God forbid I can remember that many things. I have the worst memory in the world. Okay. South. South. West. Southwest. Northwest. East. North. Okay. What the? The handle came off. Stooping so low. Are you 0? Good thing there was nothing to do with straight, because I wasn't sure how I was going to put that in. Just like the other one. Metal plates bolted over all the windows. Heck, not just bolted. It looks like they've been welded on. No way in hell are we getting those off anytime soon. So, I sure hope this handle fits. Yes, it fits. Excellent. That should allow us to operate the engine order telegraph. Let's give it a shot. Nothing's happening. No, I don't think so. Take a look. Over there, above the door to the chart room. I know what I have to do. You can't expect me to remember this. Full, half, slow, full, half, dead, stop. So, full. Half. Low. Full. Half. Dead. Stop. Huh? That's weird. I thought I put in the right speed. Did I mess up? No, I don't think so. Look, something's happened on the back wall of the wheelhouse. Yeah, you're right. Let's check it out. Oh, hello. Something on the wall that looks kind of like an arrival board. There are a whole bunch of words on the left side of the display. The hell is this? They're names of ports across the world. I imagine it's showing us the ship's route. You know, just like the ones you might see at an airport. Departing XX, carrier XX, flight XX at XX00. That. Oh, I get it. It does look like those are the names of all the ports along the ship's route. Looks like only one of those has a time on it, though. Time in the last line, right? 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Perhaps that's the arrival time? Broken pocket watch. I can only move the hands manually. The knob doesn't work. Digital scoreboard or something like that. It's got the names of the ports the ship will stop along its route. The last line says 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. It must be the estimated time of arrival at the final port. Oh, perhaps. Whoa, what's he doing? Excuse me, Junpei. Hey, he just took my pocket watch. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Just trust me. Should be fine now. Well, thanks for giving me the pocket watch back, but you don't need to look so smug about it. Let's see what he... Oh, he moved the hands. 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Oh, so you changed it to match the final arrival time. Ace nodded slowly. You know what to do next, right? Give it a shot. Yep. Looks like there's some sort of lock. It's got a weird shaped indentation on it. Actually, it's shaped just like the pocket watch I've got. By putting this in there. Yeah. It says open now. Good work. Seems you were successful. Well done, Junpei. Hey, Clover! What? Look, we unlocked the door. Now we can get out of this room. Oh. Well, let's go then. Clover. You found it. Yay!
Oh, a hallway.
It's far too narrow to be called one.
They found themselves in a small space outside of the wheelhouse. On their left was a wooden door.
This seems to be the only route.
Yeah, let's go.
Junpei pushed it open and stepped into the room beyond.
Wow.
It was full of all manner of turn-of-the-century electronic equipment.
Well, these machines are weird. I've never seen any of them before. Huh? Wait, this one is...
One smaller machine had a metal bar that ended in a circular handle. Ace seemed to recognize
Ah,
it.
yes. A telegraph key. These were used to transmit Morse code a long time ago.
He turned and slowly
This
took in the
must be
room.
the communication office.
Across the room from the door they'd entered through was another door.
And that door?
A metal plaque was nailed to it. It read,
Captain's quarters. Huh.
That's what it says.
Then, do you think...
He swallowed. Junpei could feel his hands begin to sweat. Only Clover seemed unaffected.
Well, we won't know if we don't open it.
She walked up to the door and put her hand on the knob. It opened easily, and without so much as a pause, she walked in. Junpei and Ace followed. The first thing they saw was a man on the floor, covered in blood. Oh shit! Junpei felt his body seize up, his mouth went dry, and he felt very, very cold. Blood in his veins slowed to a crawl, and his heart tightened like a fist.
Not again.
This was the third time he'd seen the horror of death laid out before him. He didn't think it was something he could stand to see much more of. Still, he had begun to accept that whatever it was that he saw, whatever happened to him, was beyond his control, and whatever force controlled him was driven by a determination that he could not hope to match.
Damn.
A sense of helplessness, of desperation, washed over him. It left behind a feeling of utter emptiness that wormed its way through his body, like acid.
No. Wait.
Third, yes, we have the ninth man, way back at the start. Snake, we saw just a little while ago. Snake was last session. Snake was somehow somebody forced him into one of the numbered doors by himself, and he was killed because the other people didn't go through with him. But we don't know who put him into the door.
We didn't check his pulse yet. Maybe he's still alive.
Fueled by that spark of hope, Junpei ran to the man's body, and his heart fell. When he touched his hand to his neck,
No pulse.
his pupils had dilated and he wasn't breathing.
Well, he's dead. Damn. If only we knew how it happened.
Junpei lifted the man's already stiff body. There was a deep red wound on his chest. Dude, he has a fucking watch!
These wounds. I wonder what killed him.
Junpei did not have to wonder long.
It must have been this.
For lying next to the corpse was an axe. The entire blade of it was drenched in bright red blood. From the shape of the man's wound, there could be no doubt that it had been made by the axe. Junpei looked at the body again. A lake of blood stretched out around it. It was wearing the clothes of a ship's captain, although they were stained with blood.
These clothes. A captain. Does that mean this guy was Zero?
On his left hand was a bracelet. The number on the bracelet was 0.
Bracelet 0.
It was only then that Junpei noticed the stench of blood that filled the room. Couldn't help but laugh. There was nothing else for him to say. It was too simple, too obvious, and too straightforward. If there hadn't been a dead man on the floor, Junpei might have thought it was a joke.
Junpei.
It may be wise to find a way out of here first.
Yeah, you're right.
Seek a way out. Well, this is lovely. Blood on the chair. You think this is the dead guy's... Yeah, probably. Moved the sheets and took a look under the bed. There's a lot of space. Somebody could hide down here. And you could hide other stuff too. Huh? You mean like this body? Snake was the blind man, yes. And her brother. That's why she's kind of sad and subdued right now. Yeah, but whoever killed him didn't do that. Why not? Well, let's see. I guess I can think of 4 possibilities. They might have just not noticed the space under the bed, or they didn't think of hiding the body, or they didn't have the time to hide it, or what? Maybe they didn't want to hide it. Maybe they wanted us to find it to prove a point or something. Something metallic on top of the table. Hey, is that a music box? Let's have a look. Oh, it's one of those old music boxes. How about we wind it up? Why does it sound like that? Is it broken? The pins in the cylinder are shaped all weird. I don't think those are the pins. It looks like someone put something else on top of it. I think we're gonna have to take it apart to figure out what's going on, don't you? It's a lamp, but it doesn't turn on. I don't think there's anything special about it. Hello? A camcorder. Looked like it's pointed at the door. Well, the power's on. Why would somebody want to videotape a door? I mean, the camera records to a hard drive, but it doesn't look like this one's recording anything. What do you mean? It's just sending whatever it sees to something. What does it see? The door. No dice. Doesn't matter what I push on here, it's not working. I don't think the power's on. Screen shows the big hospital room. Screen shows the central staircase on C deck. I don't recognize the room on this one. The room on this screen looks really fancy. The screen shows what's going on in a small room somewhere that I don't recognize. This screen's showing what's happening at the central staircase on B deck. This just showing some random hallway on this one. A bunch of weird buttons on here. You'll probably switch what you see on the screens. You know how to work this thing? Why don't we just press one of these? Like this one. I guess it does change the... What the hell is this? Nothing on the monitor, just static. Hey, isn't this the door on the screen, the one right behind us? You're right. So whatever the camera sees is sent to this screen in real time. Wonder if that means something, you know?
Huh.
Junpei snorted with grim humor for the second time since he'd come into the room. 4 screens along the bottom had a single letter each, spelling out
Zero, huh? It's like he's making fun of us. What do you think?
Turned to Clover, who was standing next to him. Clover nodded.
Nothing.
Seemed that she cared about little. Of course, Junpei could hardly blame her. Given the strain she was surely under, Junpei was somewhat surprised she had responded at all. Still, he had to ask. He gestured toward the corpse.
What about him? Do you think that's really Zero?
Clover shook her head weakly.
There's no way that's him. Didn't I tell you already? Zero is one of us.
Yeah, right.
I know it's important to figure out who this guy is, but don't you think we should figure out how to get out of here first?
But...
Please, I don't want to waste any more time.
Clover looked miserable, as if she could start crying at any moment. Junpei just didn't have the heart to tell her no.
All right, sure thing.
What was his mind playing tricks on him? Junpei wondered. For a moment, he could have sworn he'd seen Clover smile. What's the deal with this? Some kind of code? There are 4 rows of numbers and letters. They'll start with 0 and end with 8, F, N, or V, respectively. Maybe this has something to do with the number bases. Oh, for fuck. More numbers, dude? Come on, man. A numerical system chart found in the captain's quarters. 10 in base 10 is written as A in hexadecimal. Therefore, 11 is B, 12 is C, 13 is D, 14 is E, and so on. The chart showed the rules for each numeral system. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 8, 15, 23, 31. 8, 15, 23, and 31. I don't know what the importance of that is yet. They look like batteries. There's a cable running from them to the monitor. Sorry. Small screwdrivers. Set of small screwdrivers. Perhaps we can use them to dismantle small devices? Alright, the screwdriver ought to make short work of this music box. This looks to be a cylinder for a music box. There are a number of pins and some pieces of metal that look rather like fans attached to it. In the drawer. Yep. Ink. Bottle ink. It's filled with ink. Telegraph key. Machine for transmitting Morse code. Tried sending an SOS earlier, but doubt that did anything. Zero would never make it that easy. Do you think it's broken? No, it works. I'm just not sure if it actually transmits anything outside of the ship. Pair of headphones. I can't hear anything. Guess whatever they were connected to doesn't work anymore. The cable that comes out of this thing is connected to the desk. What does that mean? Oh, jeez. It looks as though the drawer is the only thing that's locked. I don't see a keyhole, though. An electronic lock, perhaps? Take a look at the left side of the drawer. Yeah, there's some cables over there. That must mean... Hey, what's this? It's blank. There's nothing written on it. Piece of white paper. It's blank. Too easy, huh? Oh, you know what? I guess I'll put the ink on the cylinder. I just gotta roll the cylinder across a piece of paper. If I'm right, the ink should... Morse code chart. Yo, I'm so friggin' smart. Just as you suspected, right? Now you have a pattern of dots and lines on the paper. Imagine it's Morse code. These dots and lines are the dots and dashes of Morse code. Okay, what are you doing? We have a Morse code message. Certainly you know what to do next. Yes, I screwed up, okay? Don't make fun of me. Alright, I got the Morse code I'm supposed to enter. If I do this right, something will happen. I hope. Alright, let's get this shot. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, I screwed up. And slipped. I'll get it right next time. Yeah, same. Beep, beep. That's the last one, and yes! Excellent work, Junpei. Good job. You seem to have figured it out. You've unlocked the drawer. A red file lay in the drawer. Junpei reached out and picked it up.
Looks like there's something on the cover. A-L-L-I-C-E.
Alice.
But isn't it supposed to say all ice? This doesn't have a space between the L and the I. Are they saying that A-L-L-I-C-E is a single word?
It was an interesting thought, but it left Junpei's mind quickly as he opened the file. What lay inside was far more interesting and far more confusing. Oh shit. Hieroglyphics. Each page was covered with strange characters. They looked like tiny drawings of birds, snakes, insects. Oh my god. Like the moment I start streaming, I just start friggin' yawning like a bastard. What if I had to memorize that? The Morse code? Fuck. That'd be horrible. Horned animals, wings, and even kneeling humans. There were many pages in the file, and each one was filled with these strange
What the
symbols.
hell is this?
He didn't realize he'd spoken out loud until Ace looked over at him.
They are hieroglyphs, a form of writing used in ancient Egypt.
Ancient Egypt?
That's right.
Can you read them?
Of course. I can't. What would make you think I could?
What the hell?
Junpei flipped through a few more pages. It wasn't just one or two pages that were covered in strange symbols. Every single page was covered in them.
The whole thing's like that.
Trying to read them was pointless. Junpei wasn't going to waste any more time with them. He made to close the file, and something fell out.
Huh? What's that?
Bent down and picked it up.
Oh, a key card.
There was a symbol on it that reminded Junpei of the symbols for the Saturn and Mercury keycards. This one, however, had a dot in the center of the male symbol.
Uranus. That's the Uranus symbol.
Junpei looked over to see Ace examining the card. In addition to the Uranus symbol, there were 3 words engraved on the card as well.
Something's written on the bottom.
Bottom deck.
Bottom deck
library.
library. This must be the key to the library, then. Is the bottom deck a library? Anyway, whatever. It's gonna have to wait. I can't do anything right now.
He gripped the keycard tighter and shoved it deep into his pocket. New material has been added to the file select. Oh god. Unique key. Key with a lettered case. It isn't metal. My guess would be ceramic. Junpei, have you found a keyhole that may fit it? This says Alice, but that says Alice. All the pages are filled with hieroglyphics from ancient Egypt. That's it? Okay. Interesting. Look, a hook. That wasn't a joke! I know, man. Clock mounted on the wall. The hands aren't moving. A little surprised that the time is wrong then, I suppose. And there's nothing on the back. Have I found anything that needs a key? Oh. Control panel for the electric lock. Looks like it's got a keyhole on the bottom right. Maybe the key I got earlier. Sweet, just had to put that key in and now it's on. Junpei, look. The minus sign on the screen. 8 of them. That probably means we've got to input 8 digits. Think you can figure that out? I'm trying to think. I think it was... I think I remember the numbers. 8 digits, huh? Let's put an 8-digit number. I just put E to enter it. And mess up, you gotta press C. Alright, let's give it a shot. It's 15, 23, and 31. No dice, huh? I don't remember. Huh? What's the passcode? I'm pretty sure I've searched every part of this room by now. Let's go look at the desk again. Oh! Oh, I took it. Oh, right, it's in my file. Right. So it's 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Odd. Gotta be something else then. That can't be something else, right? That's gotta be it. Eight, 15, 23, and 31. Am I wrong? Trying entering it backwards. Gives you one free. Hmm. I don't think I'm wrong on the numbers. The top is 8, second is 15, 23, and 31. Yeah, 14 is E, so F would be 15. This doesn't end in E, it ends in F. So that second one should be 15. Not 14. Ah. Another thing with 4 spaces you see in... Shit, wrong again. Hey, Junpei, didn't you find a list of numbers and letters? Don't you think that might be a clue? Ooh. Four spaces. You see the Morse code thing. I'm just trying to think of what the fuck I'm missing. Graph machine. Polygraph machine. Stop. Okay, this has something to do with fucking something. See, if all ice had 8 things in it, then it'd be like, okay. But it doesn't. Not 8 things, 4 things. Oh. Son of a bitch. 36, I think is... Fuck. Maybe 35. 35, 14, 27, 24. Fucking. That's 35, 14, 27, 24. Thank you. God damn it. Yes, it worked. Good job, Junpei. Excellent, you seem to have unlocked it. Good work, Junpei. Alright, let's go. You found it. It was a little painful, but you found it. God damn it. That was ridiculous. They stepped out of the captain's quarters and into another hallway. The hallway stretched out in front of Junpei for a bit before turning left like a great backward L.
All right, let's go.
Junpei rounded the corner and took off down the straightaway. He ran and ran and ran. At the end of the hallway was a door.
That's the next door.
He made straight for it.
Wait, a piece of paper.
He was nearly halfway to it when he noticed a piece of paper in the middle of the floor. Junpei skidded to a halt.
This is...
Junpei. Dude, who's this new character? You can't just introduce characters in the final fucking bits of the game, dude. Who the hell's Junpei? Who's Junpei, dude? He dropped down to his hands and knees and quickly tore the paper off of the floor.
Map of the ship's interior for A-Deck.
Nice.
What's wrong?
Ace, slightly slower by virtue of his advanced age, had finally caught up to Junpei.
I found a map for this floor.
He showed Ace what he snatched from the wall. He looked at it long enough to determine what it was and nodded.
I see.
With that, he began running again, past Junpei.
Well, that was anticlimactic. I should keep this, though.
Junpei, dude. Junpei shoved the map into his pockets and got up to follow Ace, but something stopped him.
Hey, where's Clover?
Turned around. Clover was nowhere to be seen.
Damn it, what the hell is she up to?
Junpei muttered angrily under his breath and took off back the way he'd come. As he stomped around the corner, he saw her. She was standing in front of the door to the captain's quarters, her hand on the doorknob.
Clover!
Huh?
Junpei watched. She closed it gently and quietly.
What the hell are you doing?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing?
Clover unconsciously put her hands over the pockets of her jackets, as if trying to hide something.
What the hell is that?
What?
You've got something in your pocket. What is it?
Oh, this? This is...
What the hell?
Come on, we gotta hurry.
With that, Clover ran straight past the somewhat confused Junpei. As she did, he caught a glimpse of her back.
Huh? Clover, what's that on your back?
Maybe blood. Something that looked like a big wooden stick.
A stick. Hey, Clover! What the hell's that thing on your back?
She didn't respond. Instead, she quickly turned the corner and disappeared.
Is she ignoring me? For crying out loud.
Junpei did his best to convince himself that it would make sense later and ran off after Clover. We're back. Junpei pushed through the door and found himself in a large room with a large set of stairs.
Big stairs. So this is where it ends up, just like it says on the map.
It was just what he expected to see after reading the map. His "I see" after reading the map himself meant that Ace had probably realized the same thing.
Ace, did he head down?
Put his hand on the handrail and leaned over to look down.
Oh, there he is.
Look, the 4 others are there too.
Not just Ace, Santa, June, Seven, and Lotus as well.
Really?
Let's join them.
Junpei and Clover glanced at each other and hurried down the stairs. They reached B deck at the same time.
Jumpy, Clover!
June's face was excited. Something had happened, that much Junpei could tell by simply looking at her.
What's up?
Given their situation, he was not inclined to be excited about sudden developments. June, however, couldn't contain herself.
We found it!
Found what?
We found it!
The
What did
ninth
you find?
door.
The last door! We found door 9!
Come on, just follow us. We'll explain on the way.
Okay.
Seven turned and jogged off down the stairs.
Well, if that's the case...
Wait for me.
We should get going as well.
The rest followed.
Jump! We finally made it!
The relief and excitement in her voice echoed what each one of them felt.
Yeah, it's finally time.
Junpei was not quite ready to believe that they'd really done it, at least not just yet. Still, if everyone said that it was door 9, then it probably was.
Reached the end.
He could feel his heart racing. A mixture of anticipation and fear ran through his veins, and he could feel his legs shaking. He was doing his best to maintain a sense of healthy skepticism, but he couldn't deny that the prospect of escape was an exciting one.
Something's bothering me. Only 3 to 5 people can go through the numbered door. 7 of us are on our way to door 9. That means that, best case scenario, there will be 2 of us who have to stay behind. 2 people. Is there a way?
Junpei looked over at the clock.
4:30. We've only got 90 minutes left. I've got no time to wonder about it now.
Oh shit, we only have an hour and a half? Holy fuck.
June, what the hell are you two doing? Hurry it up!
Santa's voice jolted Junpei out of his reverie.
Let's go, Jumpy!
Reverie. June took off down the stairs, jogging as quickly as she could.
Yeah.
Junpei followed. They were quiet for a while until... They had just reached C deck when Clover spoke.
Hey, what about door 2?
Everyone else stopped. They all turned to look at Clover.
What
Seven
about
spoke.
door 2?
Door 2 is the only one we haven't gone through it, I mean.
Yes, that is true.
Are you guys okay with that? Not investigating it, I mean.
So what? We found door 9. We don't need any of the other doors.
What's the point?
Huh?
What's the point in going to door 9?
Hmm.
We can't all go through it, right?
Hmm.
Then we should do what we have to do before we go any further. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. The best way to finish it quickly is to do the border pieces first. You know? Or what? You think all 7 of us should go to door 9? And then we argue over who stays behind and who gets to go? Do we really want to do that again? Who knows? If we check out door 2, maybe we'll find something. Maybe we can find a way to get all of us out.
Huh.
I don't know what might be in there. We may not find anything. But don't you think it'd be better to at least have a look? I mean, am I wrong? Does that sound wrong to you guys?
Yeah, you do have a point.
The others nodded in
The
agreement.
last time I checked the clock, it was 4:30. It's not like we've got a lot of time, but if we're quick about it, we might have time to take a look.
You're
And
right.
before it's the hardest puzzle. It's like bait and kaitos. You have to wait 2 weeks to solve it. Then you die.
Let's go take a look at door 2.
Not all of us can go to door 2 either. We're back in front of the elevator. Nearby was the large
The
hospital
elevator
room.
can take us down to door 2.
Who shall go then?
Let's see.
Me. I'm going.
Then June, 7, and I need to go with her.
4 plus 3 plus 6 plus 7 equals 20 equals 2 plus 0 equals 2.
Hey, why do you get to...
I don't mind. We'd only waste time arguing over it.
Jumpy, I'm okay too.
See?
Can we just go now?
Fine.
All right, let's get going.
I'll see you later.
Okay. Be careful.
They climbed into the elevator and Junpei listened to it creak and rattle its way to the bottom deck. Only Junpei, Ace, and Lotus were left. As the elevator rumbled out of sight, Ace spoke.
Lotus, would you be so kind as to go with me?
Go with you? Well, I didn't think people still talked that way outside of the 1950s. Well, I'm a mother. Would that be a problem for you?
That wasn't what I meant to. I was hoping you would come with me.
Seriously, though, I was kidding. So, where was it you wanted to take me?
There's something I wanted to show you.
Hey man, what the hell? I'm not important enough?
Nope.
Well, it's not like that. Once I've shown Lotus, I'll show you.
Really?
Of course.
Ace's smile was friendly.
Fine. Do whatever you want.
Thanks, Junpei. Are you coming, Lotus?
Fine. Doesn't look like they're going to be back anytime soon. I might as well go and see whatever it is you think is so important.
Thank you. Well then, shall we go?
Ace turned and began to walk. Lotus followed. They disappeared into the hallway on to the left. Weird. Time seemed to drag as Junpei waited for the others to return.
They're so slow. And what's keeping Ace and Lotus?
Suddenly, the elevator opened. A single person stood there.
Clover! I guess you're the first one back.
It was only Clover inside. He didn't see the rest. She looked at Junpei, then slowly, purposely stepped out of the elevator. The door closed behind her.
Where's everybody else? What happened?
She didn't answer. Instead, her eyes swept the room and then settled on Junpei.
Where are Ace and Lotus?
Oh, Ace said he wanted to show Lotus something, so they went into that hallway.
Junpei explained what had happened.
Oh, then they went over there?
Her voice was small and timid.
Yeah, I think so.
He repeated his earlier
So
question.
where are June, Santa, and Seven? Why aren't they with you?
You really want to know?
Clover. Clover.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Here, let me show you.
Clover pulled something out of her pocket and tossed it onto the floor at Junpei's feet.
Huh?
He looked down. On the floor in front of him were 3 metal rings.
Bracelets. Oh my god. Oh, holy shit.
She lured them into the fucking room and then... Wait, no, that doesn't work.
No.
Junpei collapsed.
No way. This has got to be some kind of joke. This can't be real.
Junpei's body felt like rubber. His heart felt like a cold lump in his chest, and his hands shook uncontrollably. Sweat poured down his face. 3 bracelets sat there on the floor before him. He could see the numbers on their faces.
3, 7,
And
6.
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only 2 ways to do so. 1. You escape from this ship. 2. More likely, which is 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confine of the ship, or the paramedic Mary's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will stop automatically.
But why?
Junpei's voice was flat and broken. Clover's response was cold.
Revenge for my brother. He was forced into door 3 and murdered. You need at least 3 people to open a door. Who were the 2 that opened that door with him? It could only have been Santa and Seven. That's why I killed them.
2 plus 3 plus 7 equals 12. Is 1 plus 2 equals 3.
Why did you kill June?
Because she tried to protect them. She was in my way. She had to die too.
No.
Junpei shook his head, trying desperately to wake himself from what had to be a dream.
No.
Couldn't be real. It just couldn't.
Hey, Junpei.
Felt Clover's hand on his shoulder. Her smile was wrong. Horribly wrong. Her face looked like a mask made from stretched human skin. The smile that parted her lips did not extend to her eyes. They were dead and empty. The girl in front of him was no longer the Clover he had known. Perhaps she was not even human.
Let's go.
Her hand reached out toward him.
Let's get out of here. Let's leave this ship.
Wait, what the hell are you talking about? To open a numbered door?
Yes, I know. You need at least 3 people. But as long as we have this...
Once again, Clover reached into her pocket and pulled something out.
That's...
It was another bracelet. It was going to be bracelet 0, yeah.
The 0 bracelet. You've got something in your pocket. What is it?
Oh, this? See? You get it now? If we have the Zero bracelet, we can leave. You and I can open door 9 with just the two of us.
4 plus 5 plus 0 equals 9.
See? So let's go. Come on. Hurry up.
She shoved out her hand again. Junpei looked up at Clover. She had the face of a demon. There was something else. There was a holy light that surrounded her. She was both a fierce god and a benevolent goddess, filled with love.
Junpei.
Her voice was soft. Her eyes weren't empty anymore. They were deep. So deep, Junpei could feel himself falling into them. He felt dizzy. There was something oddly bewitching about her. His mind was beginning to crack and his heart began to melt.
Junpei.
The hands she was offering him looked so soft, so inviting.
Clover.
Junpei reached out with his own trembling hand and closed it over hers.
Yeah?
That's about what I expected. Junpei writhed in agony. He shuddered and twitched, his body spasming as he went into shock. He screamed until his throat was torn and bloody, then screamed more. His cries echoed across the room. Eventually, his movements slowed, then faded. There was no more strength left in Junpei. He could feel his body beginning to go numb. He no longer felt pain. He no longer felt anything. Whatever Junpei had been was gone. The last remnants of his mind began to fade. Even as his vision faded to nothingness, he saw Clover.
Thanks, Junpei. I'm just gonna borrow this, okay?
Her smile was cold. What was left of Junpei's consciousness drifted away. Conscious mind drifted away. All that was left was a twisted, broken corpse. Bad end. Let me ask you a question. Thanks, PlayStation. You've reached one ending. This game has multiple endings. In order to experience all the endings, you need to play through the game multiple times. Make sure to save your progress now to retain all information you've acquired. Memory of Escape has been added to the title screen. Memory of Escape enables you to replay the escape rooms you've completed. Save the info. Yes. Looks like it has the same system as VLR. I don't know how VLRs work. I have not played VLR because... And wow, I actually thought that was going to be the ending on the left. Because the ending on the right... Because the ending on the right had more paths. So I thought... I wonder if maybe this ending somehow involves us not going to door 2 then, and we go straight to door 9. I guess, I don't know. So, does nothing make a difference up until this point? No, cause was there 3 decisions at this point? I'm trying to remember. This decision was door 5 and 4. This was the hospital room, which was like 3, 7, and 8, I think. And this was 2, 6, and something. Okay. So if I go into this one, I'm locked onto this one, though. Interesting. I'm just curious, like, does it matter where I start from? I'm going to guess how the only other way to get this ending is to come from here from a different point. Like, to come down this door or come from this side. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really positive how it works. I don't know how far back I should start from. I can't change anything here. There was no decisions here. This is locked. So I can't select this? Outside the room. Found the door. Bad end. One six. Oh yeah, the numbered doors. Can I select that? It says I can, but like up in the top left, it says that means locked. Oh, because that's locked? The other the other branch is locked, I think is what that means, maybe. This also says it's locked. I feel like I should pick here and then just go to the other door. And then just do all different doors up until the end. I'm just gonna do that. So then I can skip the stuff I've already done.
I thought we were finished with that topic.
And actually I can skip through all the shit that I've already read, so this is okay. Eight, 3, 6, and 5. It already tells me the right answer, dude. Inside that door 4 would be fine.
I'll go through door 4 with Lotus, Santa, and June. There's nothing to worry about. I just need to stay by her side.
June, Kane Kurashiki.
This should be fine. It's no problem this way. I should see the other 4 off.
He made no signs of shows of affection, but Junpei saw her as something more than just a friend from his childhood.
Looks like Ace and the others are going.
He watched the other 4 walk toward the door. Ace, Snake, Clover, and 7. Junpei said nothing as they left. Before long, they had reached door 5. Talked to one another for a few seconds, saying things Junpei couldn't hear, and then laid their hands one by one on the scanner panel of the red.
Now then.
Ace grabbed the lever. His face tight with determination, he turned over his shoulder to look at Junpei and his companions.
Goodbye.
Be careful.
As Ace pulled the lever, the door swung open, the mouth of a great hungry beast.
So horrible.
Beyond the door, Junpei knew, lay the sad remains of the 9th man. It did not surprise him that Ace, Clover, and 7 hesitated. The body was not a pleasant thing.
What are you doing? We need to hurry.
Snake had no such problems, as his blindness made him immune to the horror. He stepped through the door, his feet making a wet splash in the pool of blood.
Snake, your shoes.
It's fine. Hurry! Or are you planning on dying with everyone else? I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you?
Sorry, Snake.
Let's go.
The 3 remaining steeled themselves and stepped through the door. Door 5 swung shut, closing with the heavy finality of metal upon metal. Junpei and his companions scrambled to the door.
Hey! How is it over there? Did you find anything? Please say something, will you?
Something's beeping.
It's just like before.
Probably the sound of the detonator on the bracelet.
Do you think they're okay?
June's face showed her concern more plainly than her words ever could. Almost as though in response to her question, a voice rang out from the other side of the door. It was 7.
There it is! That's gotta be that dead thing! Come on, get over here! We gotta authenticate!
The beeping stopped.
Sighs of relief were audible even through the heavy door.
Looks like it stopped.
Junpei and his companions leaned away from the door and breathed a collective sigh of relief on their own.
Hey, guys! Are you doing alright over there?
They'd heard Seven's voice, but it wouldn't hurt to be sure.
Yes, we're fine.
Despite the recent danger, Clover's voice was as bubbly as ever.
Oh, different. You know how the red was red? Well, the dead is blue. Other than that, it's just like the red. Authenticating is the same too.
Awesome! Thanks. That helps a lot.
Well, we should probably move on now. You be careful out there.
Roger that.
Copy that. Junpei and the others left door 5 and headed towards door 4.
Now it's our turn. I'll go first.
They stood in front of the red and placed each of their hands upon it. 4 asterisks appeared on the screen. Junpei grabbed the lever and turned around.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's go.
None of them looked particularly optimistic, but their faces were set. Junpei nodded to them and turned back towards the red.
All right, let's go.
With strength and determination, he pulled the lever.
Run!
4 of them leapt through the door together. The moment they had passed through it, each heard a cold electronic sound coming from their left wrist. In the center of each bracelet, a red skull appeared and began to flash.
It's counting down.
The detonator's countdown had begun. In the long moment that each of them spent staring at their wrists, the numbered door behind them closed, the sound of metal on metal reverberating down the hallway.
We can't go back!
We need to hurry and find the device.
Hey! Where the hell is the dead?
How would I know?
Don't give me that crap! Start looking!
I already am!
They began to run, eyes looking frantically for the device that was the key to their salvation. The hallway they found themselves running down was the long one, easily 300 feet in length. On the right side of it stood a series of wooden doors, all nearly identical. If they had taken the time to think, they would likely discern that the doors led to cabins.
Don't tell me the dead is in one of those rooms.
Oh no! How many rooms do you think there are?
Jimmy was too frightened to count properly, but his best guess there were 7 or 8 of them.
Ah, fuck! We don't have time to count.
Junpei ran to the nearest door,
Need to open them all.
grabbed the knob and shook it hard.
It won't open.
Didn't feel locked, more like something had someone had hammered an iron plate over the other side of the door. Junpei turned around to find another door and saw that his companions had already run to doors of their own. They did not seem to be having more success than he had. Their own words confirmed his fear.
Shit, this one's no good.
Same here. It's not moving!
Jin was the last to speak up. As Junpei looked in her direction, his eye caught something he hadn't noticed before. A small red blinking
There it
light.
is! At the end of the hallway.
Even as he yelled, he ran. He grabbed Santa, Lotus, and June and pulled them towards the light. Santa called out to them as he ran.
Hey, how many more seconds do we have?
How would I know?
Our time!
I know that, goddammit! I'm asking you how many seconds we have left!
In all likelihood, Junpei figured, nearly a minute had already passed since the door had closed behind them. That was true. Urgency foremost in all their minds, they arrived at the end of the hallway. The dead sat on the left wall, blinking almost tauntingly at them.
Hurry! It's the dead! Get over here!
Junpei grabbed a hold of the machine, his hands slick with sweat and shaking. He slammed his hand against the scanner
Come
panel.
on, everyone!
The other three quickly followed suit. With a grunt, Santa yanked the lever downward.
Looks like it stopped.
His hands began to steady. Fuck! Junpei wiped away some of the sweat that had beaded on his forehead. As they caught their breath, the 4 companions began to look around.
There's another door at the end of the hallway.
He could see a heavy-looking set of double doors. Set into the walls of the hallway on either side of the larger one were 2 smaller ones.
Let's try this one first. And of course it won't open.
How many times had he come across similar doors with similar results, he wondered. Or perhaps he corrected himself, more a lack of results. Whatever the reason, the door remained firm and unyielding and refused to allow Junpei or anyone else passage.
A keyhole.
Above the keyhole was a small symbol engraved in the brass.
What's this mark? That mail?
He wasn't quite sure what to make of it, and stared at it for a moment in confusion. It was June that corrected him.
No, not exactly. That's probably the symbol of Mars. Well, technically, they are the same symbol, but I saw a number of similar symbols near the main stairway. The symbols of the solar system.
Oh, that's right. The Sun, Saturn, and Earth.
At least that's what I'm assuming.
So this isn't the man symbol. It's a symbol for Mars?
I think so, yes.
I see.
Or Santa. Cut it off. While Junpei and June talked, Santa had disappeared. They turned to find him some distance down the hallway. He had gone to check the other doors. Eventually, he reached the last of them and jogged back. It took him only a moment to catch his breath.
Yeah, so, I looked the place over. Here's the deal. None of the other doors open.
Then that must mean...
We only have 2 more doors.
Lotus examined the doors on either side of the larger double door. Each one had a metal plate attached to it.
Maybe it's the room number.
The door on the left has a B92, and the one on the right says B93. All right, let's open them. I'll open B92.
Okay, I'll get B93 then.
Junpei put his hand on the doorknob, and Santa moved to the other door. They made it through the numbered door alive. There was nothing more to be afraid of. Junpei and Santa looked at each other and nodded. In unison, they pushed against their respective doors, and promptly found themselves in a new room. June followed Junpei as he threw open the door. They turned around and saw that the door on the other side was open as well. Through the door was another person, his mouth agape. It was Santa.
It opened.
Yeah, it did.
Junpei and Santa looked at each other.
I didn't expect that.
It was so easy.
Lotus's calm voice broke into their thoughts.
Maybe this is all part of Zero's plan. I can't say I enjoy being treated like someone's puppet.
As she headed for room 93, Lotus continued.
Well, now we have these 2 rooms. I'm sure there's something in there that will help us get out of here. Let's find it. Santa and I will search this room. You 2 take the other one.
All right.
Okay.
Seek a way out. Okay. These look expensive. Wonder how much we could get for it. You gonna steal it? Kind of a weird looking picture. Do you think it's an abstract painting or something? It looks kind of like a demon with an elephant-like nose, sucking on a human being's brain. Where the hell did that come from? What's her brain made of? Can't say I'd mind finding out a little bit more what goes on in there. Box of matches. There are matches inside, obviously. Junpei looked down blankly at what he was holding, then up to June.
Oh yeah, how's your fever? You feeling better now?
Yes, I'm fine.
June certainly looked fine. Junpei held his hand on her forehead for a few seconds.
Guess it really has gone down.
Are you worried about me?
Yeah, I guess I am.
Giggle. June blushed and giggled.
By the way, Jumpy,
Hmm?
How did you end up here?
What do you mean? I told you earlier, didn't I?
There was a man with a gas mask when you got home at night. You inhaled some white smoke and passed out. When you woke up, you were on D-Deck.
Damn straight.
But is that really the truth?
What?
Jumpy, are you hiding something from me?
No, why would I?
Well, if you think about it, this is awfully suspicious. I mean, why would 2 childhood friends bump into each other in a place like this?
Hey, I could ask you the same thing. Are you hiding something?
What would I hide?
Well, I don't know. Anything. I mean, you're hiding it. How would I know?
You mean like the number of men I've dated?
Junpei's heart stumbled over itself.
Do you want to know?
He had to admit, he was a little curious.
Don't worry.
She smiled at him.
Only 18.
Yeah.
Times 0. Yeah, I guess I just haven't met Mr. Right yet.
June looked a little embarrassed and scratched the back of her head in a desperate attempt to seem nonchalant.
Yeah,
When did this turn into a dating sim? Junpei coughed quietly in much the same way.
Anyway, I'm not hiding anything, just like you, Jumpy. When I woke up, I was on D-Deck.
Well, you do have a point. I mean, why did Zero pick us? We haven't seen each other since elementary school.
I wonder.
June nodded, and for a few moments she had the faraway look of someone deep in thought.
Look for what connects the victims. That will lead you to the culprit. Do you remember Seven saying something like that?
Yeah, I do.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think this must all have something to do with a classmate of ours.
You got any ideas who it might be?
No, nothing.
Oh.
Well, if it had something to do with school,
Best friend
it could
dating
be
sim.
one of our teachers, or maybe the principal.
Or the janitor, or the lunch lady.
No, I can barely remember any of them.
Yeah, I know.
And then a 10 on IGN. Junpei went back to searching, feeling unpleasant and confused. Elementary school. Elementary school. Was there anything strange that had happened in elementary school? As he searched the room, he continued to rack his brain. It's a display case. There's nothing being displayed. How sad. Looks like the drawers are empty too. Ah. Jumpy, what are you doing? We don't have the time to be relaxing on a sofa. I worked hard today. I died. Let me relax on a sofa, June. Wooden cupboard. There are cups inside, surprising no one. A bottle with water in it. This is a bedroom. Probably have it here because your throat always feels dry when you wake up, you know? Throat's dry, but I think that's because I'm a little nervous right now. Oh, we did run a lot, so we're kind of sweaty. Hey, Jumpy, did you want to take a shower together? Whoa! Just kidding. Too late to take it back. My brain's already working out the picture. Throat was dry already. This sure isn't helping. Picking the June route just makes this game lewd as hell. This isn't a painting. Is it a map? Looks like a map of the ship's interior. Oh, this is a great find. I think it'll be really useful. Let's take it with us. It's now possible to use the map screen. Junpei took one last look at the map, then folded it up and slid it back into his pocket. June looked up as he closed it.
This ship is bigger than I thought.
Yeah, it's probably about 900 feet long.
Must be one of those fancy cruise ships.
Of course, it doesn't really look like a cruise ship. Everything in here is really retro. Even if it's just some sort of style choice, there's just too much.
Do you remember what Zero said?
On April 14, 1912, the famous ocean liner Titanic crashed into Earth's moon. After remaining afloat for 2 hours and 40 minutes, it sank beneath the waters of the North Atlantic.
Do you think maybe this boat and the Titanic have something to do with each other?
That's a good point. I doubt he would have mentioned it if there wasn't a reason.
Junpei took a moment to look around the room.
Do you think this boat is a replica of the Titanic?
A replica?
Yeah, you know, like a copy of the actual boat.
Who on earth would make something like that?
Fans. Crazy Titanic fans.
No way. Do you even know how much money that would take?
Either blood and murder one path, the other path is lewd and dating. Yeah. Pretty stark comparison.
No, but all they've got to do is break even, you know?
Break even?
Yeah, they could use it as a cruise ship. Climb aboard a piece of history, sail around the world in the resurrected Titanic. Hell, with marketing like that, they'd probably have more customers than they'd know what to do with.
Do you really think people would want to ride on a ship with such an ominous past?
I would.
It's the site of the worst accident in history. Over 1,500 people died. I wouldn't be surprised if you'd get cursed just for going.
A curse, huh?
Jumpy, do you believe in that sort of thing? You know, curses and stuff?
What will win me points? Gotta think of this like a dating sim, bruh.
Yeah,
Sure.
well, I guess so. To a certain extent.
Junpei scratched his temple.
What about you? No, I guess that's kind of a dumb question.
Yes, I do believe in curses. In fact, I think it was a curse that sunk the Titanic.
What?
A curse sank the Titanic. The curse of the Egyptian mummy.
Junpei couldn't understand how June had maintained a straight face to say that.
Supposedly, the Titanic carried the mummy of the priestess Amun-Ra, which was stolen from a pyramid.
think worse things happen. Always go with the female's options in dating sims.
And they say that the mummy had a history. Everyone
Who
involved
says
with it
this,
died
June?
mysterious deaths.
Who says this?
Come on, I'm sure you've heard of it before. Those who open the coffin will be forever cursed. Haven't you ever heard that one?
So you're saying the Titanic sunk because of that curse?
That's right.
June's eyes had lit up with excitement, like a child with a new toy.
That mummy, the priestess, supposedly, she was special.
What do you mean?
Well, supposedly, she was really pretty.
Pretty?
Yes,
But she was a mummy.
that's right. She wasn't all shriveled up or rotten or anything. She almost looked alive.
Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, it's that thing. I don't remember the name. Where your body turns into some kind of wax? Yeah? The fat in it turns into something kind of like candle wax, right? And...
Yes, saponification, but that's not what it was.
Huh?
That's not it.
Then what was it?
They say that she was frozen.
What? Frozen?
That's right. The whole body
Frozen?
was
The
frozen
Disney movie?
solid.
Dude, there's no way she actually believes this.
You know how a human body is more than 60% water? Well, all of that water was frozen.
It's gotta be an elaborate fucking
The
prank.
story says
She's
that
gotta
from
be
the time of its
memeing me.
discovery all the way through to when it got put on the Titanic. Even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
That's crazy.
I think so too, but maybe it's true and we just didn't know about it before.
I didn't know?
Yep. Maybe it's common sense to eat shaved ice in the desert because it lasts forever.
Huh? Nah, that seems too silly to be true.
But maybe it isn't. It just appears that way because you didn't know it was true.
June and Junpei talked a little more and they went back to their investigation. But even as they did, his mind went back to what she had told him.
Doesn't melt even in the desert? Does something like that really exist?
She didn't. It wasn't a prank.
No,
She actually believes that. My wife's crazy. My waifu's crazy, dude. Fuck. The more he thought about it, the more his head hurt. Like he'd eaten his ice cream too fast. Same. It's a light blue blanket with some designs on it. Someone's made the bed, or at least never unmade it. Only bed sheets under the blanket. Nothing exciting. Look, there's two pillows right next to each other. Guess it's a double. What's up? You're turning red. Oh man, is your fever back? Hey, you alright? You need to lie down for a minute? I'm fine. I think it's still a little early for that. Huh? Hey, seriously, are you okay? Junpei is thick-headed as hell, dude. Oh my god. Dresser. Nothing on top. Hey, what's up, Yusta boy? Dresser key. Key, do you think it's the key to the dresser? I didn't know that there was a locked dresser. Was this dresser locked? Sure, that goes to the dresser. There's nothing particularly interesting about it. Now she's playing with her hair. Does she even realize she's doing that? Hey, we don't have time for that. Come on, it's not like there's anyone here you need to impress. Yes, there is. Who? What? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? Ugh, forget it, Jumpy. Junpei's getting more and more stupid as I play this side of the game. Oh my god. Still think it's better played on a DS? I never played the original DS version, so I wouldn't know. But light, even if it's heavy, that's light. Good one. I think the way they tried to replicate the whole double screen thing is really weird. So I've never seen gameplay of the DS version, but I'm assuming one screen is what's the novel screen in this, and one screen is the ADV screen. It's really just kind of weird because flicking between the two is just kind of unnecessary in this version. So it's interesting idea in theory, not amazing execution, I don't think. I was gonna overload it, sir. Why? What do you mean, why? I'm just gonna go check up on them. Something wrong with that? Oh no. Come back soon. Sure thing. I'll leave the rest to you. Sure. Leave it to me. Alright, off to the other room. Junpei gets killed and now he's in a dating sim and stupid. Yep. Basically. Oh, this one's incomplete. A square tile in this frame. It's glued in there quite well. I don't think you can take it out. So yeah, this is my second time going through the game. My first time playing, I got fucking... Clover asked me a question. And it wasn't a very fun question. Candle with a candlestick. This might come in handy. Candle, Junpei. It's on an iron candlestick. It's a pretty big candle. If we light it, it'll probably get really bright. Oh, this is a display case. Check it out. These plates and shit look really expensive. Want to take a look? Oh, you stupid thing. Open. It's locked? Yeah, it looks that way. We need to find the key that opens it. It's probably the dresser key. Damn, guess it's the wrong key. Guess it's not. Hey, Junpei, that room's pretty dark. Don't you have something that'll give us some light? It'll give us some light. Gee. Third time, cause, okay, it's technically the third time, but I've only got one ending. Doesn't count. No, it doesn't count. Always forget how to open the friggin' menu. Lit candle, dude. This candle's hella lit. Awesome. With the light from the candle, maybe we can take a look around over here. It gets so hot when I hold it. I want to put it down. Well, why don't you sit on top of the dresser? Flat there. At least it won't fall over. Oh yeah. Good idea. Hey, it got pretty bright. Now we can look around a little. Let's see if this... Yes! Yes! It worked! Wait. It's a strange design. Is it ceramic? Ceramic? Doesn't look at any puzzles in it. Bottle full of water. Don't think we're gonna need this for anything. Curtain. Curtain, huh? Well, it's got all these metal rings, probably so you can hang it from something, you know? Yeah, but it doesn't look like a normal curtain. The way it feels, I think it's probably waterproof. We'd make this a shower curtain. Shower curtain, huh? 2 pillows in a pile. Oh. Pile of pillows. That's supposed to be some kind of joke. Hey, calm down. 2 pillows. Must be a double bed. Huh? Hey, what the hell? It just got dark all of a sudden. Maybe the candle got blown out. Let's go and see. Candlestick covered in melted wax on top of the dresser. Hey, what's this? Top of the candlestick looks kind of weird. You're right. It's all bumpy. Key. Yeah, it's probably to the display. The candlestick key will do anything. Yes! It opened. Alright, pull that shit open. Thank you. Not somewhere. I need one...
Junpei, you got a minute?
Santa has shown up out of nowhere and gave Junpei a small start.
Here, take this.
Santa pulled something out of his pocket.
Bookmark.
Looked like a bookmark. It had a 4-leaf clover in it.
What is this for? Do you want me to read a book?
I found it in between some of the cushions on the sofa. Pretty sure it ain't gonna be any help to us, but I figured we might as well hang on to it anyway.
Then why don't you hold on to it?
Santa gave him a wry smile.
You know what I hate most in the world? I got 4 things. Hope, faith, love, and luck.
Hope, faith, love, and luck?
Damn straight.
And you hate these things?
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
Not really, but...
Junpei tried to figure out how to best phrase what he wanted to say.
What does a bookmark have to do with any of that?
Santa scratched the back of his ear and looked awkward.
Well, see, each leaf on the 4-leaf clover has a meaning to it, okay? And that meaning is pretty much those 4 words. It's like flower language.
So let's clarify. 4-leaf clover is supposed to represent hope, faith, love, and luck, right? Well, I know a clover that did not display any of these 4 things, and in fact murdered me with an axe.
Well, I guess it's not a flower, is it? So, leaf language, I guess? Yeah, you could call them leaf words.
Leaf words.
Junpei looked at the bookmark.
Hope, faith, love, and luck. The meaning of the leaves on a 4-leaf clover.
So, yeah, I want you to take it, okay? Just touching it gives me the creeps. Take the damn thing, alright?
Santa pretended to shiver with disgust and shoved the bookmark into Junpei's confused hands.
Here.
What do you want to do? Take it. Decided to take it. After all, why shouldn't he?
Alright, sure. I'll take it.
Wants you to leaf through a book. God damn it. Shoved the thing into his pocket and gave Santa a last confused look.
Oh, man, I feel a lot better now. That thing was a real pain, you know?
Do you really hate those 4 words that much?
Yeah, well, they can all betray you, you know? Hope, faith, love, even your destiny.
What had happened to Santa, Junpei wondered. How had he become such a bitter person? For a moment, they looked at each other.
That's not my only reason.
What?
That's not the only reason I hate the 4-leaf clover. I just can't bring myself to like the number 4.
What, worried about the 4 horsemen?
Nah, come on, man. That's just silly. Maybe back in the Dark Ages that kind of crap scared people. But this is the 21st century. And I'm a 21st century guy. I'm a little insulted.
Then why do you hate 4 so much?
'Cause it's a half-ass number. Not the best or the worst. That's why. 9 is a way better number. So what if it's last place, right? At least it's not some lame-ass middle number.
What are you...
Santa's explanation made no sense. Junpei was even more confused than
Play?
before.
Play? You mean like gambling?
Yeah, of course. What else would I need? In Baccarat, the best possible hand totals 9. They call it Le Grand. But the lowest, most worthless cards, zeros, they call monkey.
Just like the guy in charge of this game, huh? Zero's a monkey.
Santa blinked, utterly stunned. Then he began to laugh.
Oh man, you're totally right. The guy who trapped us in here sure is one hell of a monkey.
That was when Lotus spoke up.
You know, if you think about it, the nonary game is really a lot like Baccarat.
Apparently, she'd been
And
listening.
of course, it doesn't use any of that stupid digital root junk. You just drop the tens digit, and that's it. Still, it does have the same idea of your final number needing to be a single digit.
Oh, yeah, I guess you got a point.
And in both games, whoever has 9 wins.
The person who makes 9 wins?
Wait, did you forget already? Don't you remember what Zero said?
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9. So, if we want to get off this boat, we have to make a team whose numbers have
Lotus
the
just happened to
digital
be
root
wearing
of
that
9.
when she was captured. Yeah. Everyday Lotus clothes.
And only the people in that team are going to make it out alive.
Of course. That's why it's called the nonary game.
What?
Huh?
You don't know? Nonary means something derived from 9 or base 9. It's derived from the Latin prefix nona, which means 9. While we're at it, the prefix for 1 is uni. You know, like the unicorn, the horse with 1 horn. 2 is bi, like binary. Binary means composed of 2 parts. 3 is tri. I'm sure you've heard that one plenty. Like trio, triple, and triangle. You get the idea. After that, you have quart, quinti, sext, septum, and so on. And of course, the prefix for 8 is octo, like octopus. It's called that because it has 8 legs. Get it?
I see. So then Nona means 9.
So, how many
Lotus
of us
nodded.
are trapped on this ship?
That'd be 9.
And what are the bracelet numbers we have?
They go from 1 to 9.
And our time limit? How many hours did we have?
Zero said 9 hours.
Well, 9 hours, 9 persons, and 9
And
bracelet
finally,
numbers.
to get out of this ship,
We need to find the door with a 9 that's
9
hidden
doors!
somewhere in the ship.
By making a team with the digital root of 9.
Lotus nodded again.
and there you have it. The number 9 is everywhere in this game. He's got a real theme of 9s for this whole thing. No wonder it's called the nonary game.
Somewhere far away, Junpei heard the creak of a stressed metal. Sounded almost like Zero laughing at them. Or the sad, desperate scream of a pig headed to the slaughterhouse. Looks like a valuable vase. Empty, though. There seems to be a room on the left side of the vase. Oh, there we go. The bathroom wall. The wall's covered in these square tiles. All covered in small square tiles. They've all got geometric shapes on them. Whoa, look! Junpei! There's a mushroom growing out of the wall. That's a shower head. There's a little shelf for putting soap on. The shower knob. I tried turning it on, but no water comes out. Curtain rod running on the ceiling. Let's put that shower curtain on these hooks. Let's try spreading the curtains. Oh, it's a pretty obvious peephole. Someone's really dedicated. Oh, with a hole this big, gotta wonder if maybe they wanted to be caught. They're saying maybe the one getting spied on was into that shit? I'm apt to agree, Yesta Boy. I really do like Santa. They were into like those home invasion fantasies. Home invasion? Interesting. I see. You two are real idiots, you know that? We get along so well. Are you telling me that peephole means nothing? Toilet paper. We've got 2 rolls, I guess. Anything in the toilet? It's not. Tank's empty, too. Gotta be something in here. Like, there's no way that this just means nothing. Let's try spreading the curtain. Oh. Hole in the curtain. If I look at it from a ways back, I can see a single tile. Alright, from here I can see what tile it is. Looks like it's 5th from the top and 3rd from the right. 5th from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. The white tile, 5th from the top and 3rd from the right. Have a closer look, shall we? Change here. Nope, thing's not budging. And that means... There's another bathroom? Was there? What's up? Going back already? Well, I can't just leave Jin there by herself. What do you think, her knight or her protector or something? You're creeping me out. Whatever, man. I'm going. Oh, there is a bathroom here. Fuck, I completely missed this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3. Here it is. Yes, this one's loose. I think I can get under this with my nails and... Yes! I didn't even realize this was here. Why don't we go back to the living room? Okay, go back. You're just with me in the shower? Yeah, good. Lotus and Santa are in the room on the other side. I'm gonna go check up on them. Tile in the frame, so I guess I'm supposed to put these tiles in the empty spaces. Alright, gonna give it a shot. Oh, Christ. I think this one goes up there, actually. No, this one... Fuck. I have to go look. Is that hard? No. I didn't want to try it again. Yeah, I gotta go look at the other one, because I don't remember what it looks like. Oh. Okay, well... You're making fun of me. Okay. That. Okay. Oh, fuck, that's no wonder. There we go. This one's like that. There we go. Yes, I did it. There, picture complete. And there goes the frame. What's this? What do you mean, what's this? Pretty obvious, isn't it? It's a hole in a wall, like a hidden safe or something, you know? Anyway, let's take a look. I think there's something inside. Oh, so what are those Mars symbols? Door at the end of the hallway. That's the same symbol engraved in the keyhole. That's gotta be it. Yes, we can use this key to get through that door. Wicked. Junpei messed around a bit with the key he had and looked blankly at the picture that slid down.
What's the deal with this picture anyway?
Santa had only been mumbling to himself, but it drew Lotus's attention. She looked at the picture and paused.
I think I've seen this picture before.
Where?
In a book. There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory. I saw this picture in his book.
What's this interesting theory?
Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Man, I can't deal with this. Just listening to you talk about it is giving me a headache.
Santa put his head on his head, hands on his head on his head, as though he were in great pain. Lotus merely arched an eyebrow in his direction and continued.
It's not a difficult concept to grasp.
It's not a... Wait, she just
said
that.
He states that the shape of living organisms and their behavioral patterns are transmitted through a field not visible to the eye.
What part of that isn't difficult, exactly?
Lotus did not look pleased.
All right, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism. Yes, telepathy. Well, perhaps not exactly telepathy, but it's close enough for a simple approximation.
Santa suddenly burst into laughter.
Are you serious? Telepathy? Who do you think we are? Kids from the 70s? I can't believe someone would actually do serious research on something like that.
Yes, I agree.
Lotus's response was surprisingly curt. Junpei had expected at least some conflict.
I read the book, but I can hardly say I understood it. I'm in no position to defend or condemn anything it said. It was probably just someone latching onto a statistical outlier from some study and turning it into a ridiculous theory. There's no scientific merit to any of it, I'm sure. But even so, Anyway, I saw a picture like that one in his book.
Lotus indicated the picture they'd all been looking at. After a moment, she walked up to the strange picture, examined it, and spoke.
Hey, what do you think this picture looks like?
I'd answer first.
What do you mean? Isn't it just like abstract or something like that? It's just black and white scribbles. There's no meaning there. That's it.
What about you, Junpei? Does it look like anything to you?
I guess it looks like...
The fuck is Funyarinpa? Like a xenomorph, dude. Lotus talks just like you. What are my options? On both. Doesn't look like any of those. I'll just pick one, doesn't fucking matter. It looks like a Funyarinpa.
A Funyarinpa. See? I mean, this totally looks like one. Here and here.
Junpei indicated parts of the picture look exactly like the other parts. After 3 seconds of silence, Lotus looked at Junpei.
What the hell is a Funyarinpa?
What do you mean? What the hell is a Funyarinpa? You mean you don't know?
How the hell would I know?
How could you not know? That's practically blasphemous. Oh, say you're sorry. Apologize to the Funyarinpa. Goodness, You are such a rude woman.
Another 3 seconds of awkward silence went by. Lotus opened her mouth as she shook.
Junpei, are you just screwing around? Forget it. I'm just gonna tell you. This is a dog.
What?
See? Like this.
What? Lotus pointed out parts of the picture and eventually a dog took shape in them. Oh shit! The pit bull, dude. What the fuck? Barely. What the hell? It was a dog. Santa also nodded in agreement.
So, now we know what it's a picture of, but I don't see how that helps us.
Lotus nodded and began to speak.
A TV show from Great Britain did an experiment once.
Where they don't choose the right choices. Yeah, that was funny. That was good. That's probably the best thing I've heard him say this entire game.
They took 2 similar pictures. Both of them were difficult to identify, initially. But once you figured out the answer, you couldn't see it as anything else. These 2 pictures. The first was a woman wearing a hat. The other one, well, to make it easier, let's just say it was this picture of a dog. So, their experiment. First, they sent the picture to other parts of the world, outside the reach of British airwaves. To Ireland, the US, Africa, Europe, etc. Then, in each country, they gathered a number of test subjects. Roughly 1,000 people. They were shown the 2 pictures and asked, what does this picture look like to you? The results weren't really interesting on their own. 9.2% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. 3.9% saw the dog in the dog picture. Then, 2 days later, they aired a new program on their show. During the 30-minute show, they broadcast the dog picture and its solution. The audience was estimated to be 200,000 people. After the broadcast, it was a safe bet. The number of people who knew the solution to the dog picture was at least that many. After another 2 days passed, they gathered more research subjects from areas outside the reach of British TV and radio. This time, they only found a sample of roughly 850 people. Naturally, none of them had participated in the first test. They were, however, given the same test and the same 2 pictures. The results were startling. 10% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. The previous test sat at a 9.2% success rate. Not much of a change statistically. The dog picture, however, produced a very different result. The percentage of people able to successfully find the dog, it went from 3.9% to 6.8%, a very significant increase.
Okay, yes, Tip Boy.
So do you understand? Do you realize the significance of this experiment? There was no way the second group could have seen the picture. They lived far away from Britain and couldn't have seen it. But even so, it was only the success rate for the dog picture that went up. Why? How did that happen? What does it mean?
Lotus looked back and forth from Junpei to Santa and back again. Normally calm and collected, she looked now as though she were very nearly possessed, and there was something manic about her manner. Santa took an involuntary step backward. Junpei didn't budge and stared straight back into Lotus's eyes.
Oh, wait, does this have something to do with that field? Or whatever it was that you were talking about earlier? A field not visible to the eye. So, if more people know the answer, then that information will pass through the field.
Psych!
Her manner suddenly shifted and Lotus smiled broadly at Junpei and Santa. She waved her hands dismissively, doing her best to laugh the whole confrontation off.
I was just kidding. You really shouldn't take me seriously. Well, I mean, the things I just told you about are true. They really did happen. But the results of that experiment really aren't anything to go by. They could have easily falsified them. In the end, I'm sure they were just in it for the ratings. They are a TV station after all.
At last, it seemed that Santa had gained control of his composure.
Right! Man, I gotta admit, you had me there for a minute. I, really thought you were serious.
Of course not. Like I told you before, I'm sure it's all just pseudoscience.
Oh, okay, right.
Santa and Lotus laughed and gave one another jovial claps on the shoulder. Junpei, however, didn't feel so much like laughing. Something felt Wrong. Unclear.
All right, enough nonsense. We've got the key. Let's get out of here.
Word.
Word. Lotus and Santa walked away from the picture, but Junpei stayed, staring at the picture of the dog.
Huh. A field not visible to the naked eye. Morphogenetic field.
The more he thought about it, the more his head hurt. Alright, let's go to the hallway. I'll go get June. You guys head to the door. Alright, roger that. Yes, it unlocked. Good job, Junpei. Good, now we can get going. Come on, what are you guys standing around for? Let's get out of here. Come on, Jumpy, let's go. Alright, let's go. You found it! Do 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 do. They stepped through the door to find themselves in a wide hallway.
Another hallway.
Junpei, June, Lotus, and Santa stopped for a moment and looked at their surroundings. A short distance away, a metal grate extended across the width of the hallway.
Come on, open!
It's not going to open because you rattled it, you know.
Damn it!
It took hold and shook, but it refused to move.
Look over here!
Nearby was a pair of elevators.
And the buttons? Of course they don't work.
The power must be out here too, just like by the staircase.
That leaves this door. Well, looks like we don't have any choice.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Well then, let's open it.
All right, here I go.
Junpei grabbed hold of the knob and quietly pushed the door open. He entered slowly, trying to take in as much of his surroundings as he could. The others followed shortly.
Oh. So it's a kitchen.
Santa did not look pleased.
What were you expecting?
Isn't it obvious? The exit? I was hoping this would be the way out of here.
You really think it'd be that easy?
Yeah, I know. Still.
They talked, Lotus headed deeper into the room. At last she stood in front of a door.
If we can just get through this door, we should come out on the other side of that grate we saw earlier.
But don't we need a key for that?
No good.
Sorry, I guess that wasn't very constructive. Neither Junpei nor Lotus looked terribly happy. Why are the voice lines so off?
Anyway, let's take a look.
That was weird. Junpei dug the map shipped from his pocket and spread it out in front of him. As he did...
Hey!
What's that?
Huh? Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to tell you. I found this a little while ago. It's a map of the B deck.
Before Junpei could finish, Lotus snatched the map away
Let
from
me
him.
see that.
She ran her finger across it, muttering to herself.
See? Look.
Yes, hold your horses.
Junpei did as he was told.
What did you figure out?
Santa and June moved over to look at the map as well.
This is handy.
See? We came in here. Now if we go out there, then we'll be on the other side of the grate.
With her finger, Lotus traced a path on the map.
How about that? She's right. We can get out through there.
There we go. Here, you have it back.
Satisfied that she had been correct, Lotus folded the map and handed it back to Junpei.
Thanks.
He took it and slid the valuable piece of paper back into his pocket.
There's a card reader on the right side of the door.
And that means the key card is somewhere in here, right?
That seems the most likely.
All right, we know what we need to do then. Let's get moving. First off, I say we split up and look for clues.
What is this, Scooby-Doo?
Okay.
Another one? How come Junpei's face doesn't show up there anymore? It showed up for like the first few, but now it doesn't show up. Just the blink blue scan lines, dude. Okay. Oh, this side had 2 escape rooms too. I only remember doing the one. Oh no, I guess there was the one with the Baccarat table and then there was the one with the piano. Those were not the same ones. I totally forgot about the